Hi, welcome to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. And what we're doing, Road to Success. You know, we continue in this month. The Road to Success is business. And you know who's going to bring that information to you? Well, that Murry group. Oh, William Murry, and also Kevin Lockford. And we're going to talk more about getting involved in the business of the country and the world. Welcome to the Ed Brown Show.
Thank you, Ed. You know, it's always a pleasure. You know, Kevin and I, we're no strangers to you and to the Ed Brown Show.
Right.
But what we're doing, Ed, you know, we're finding that we have businesses in the county, in Maryland, etc., and they're struggling, and it's because just the little things that they don't know, you know, that makes the difference in whether you're going to be successful or fail. So Kevin and I got together and we're putting this thing. It's a program we're going to do called the Business Workshop. It's for business owners. I don't care if you're a large business owner or you're a small business owner. We're going to do this 7-hour class. It's a workshop, though. It's a workshop. It's hands-on, where we're going to teach you the little things you need to do to grow and build your business, things that you don't know that's holding you back. And this is something that's very needed, Ed. It's an educational day for business owners.
And has it existed in business or business in the future or what?
It's not going to matter. As long as you have that business mind where you want a business, you want to build a business, open up a business, you have a business to grow. See, there are certain things that you need out there. I don't care where you are in your business that you need, and you got to change and grow with the times. And a lot of people are still using yesterday's style in today's business world, and it's not going to work. And then they're afraid of social media. They're afraid of doing the correct branding and the correct marketing. That's why I have Kevin Langford, who is going to be one of the instructors, you know, of the day, that's going to bring you and teach you about social media, the importance of social media.
And it's going to be a great day because we want you to bring pencil, paper, lots of pens, backup ink pens, and even if you can bring your laptop, that'll be good because in the new millennium that we're in, the young people are called millennials, right? And millennials have a different focus. They want to binge on TV shows. They don't want to just sit and watch a show every week. They'll watch a series of the show on one weekend. They'll binge on it. But social media has changed. The world has changed. The elections, we talked about that before.
Right.
And so by having the proper branding, the proper setup of your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page, your Google Plus, your Instagram, and your Twitter page, by making them all look the same, that'll expand the business brand. Whether you're an aspiring business owner or you've been a brick and mortar business for years, by having a presence online, it'll definitely enhance, and you'll become the hunted, not the hunter. And so what we're going to do is actually let people set up their timeline on Facebook, set up their Twitter page, and have it all match. And it'll just empower you in so many ways.
Boy, that sounds great. I need to take that course.
Well, and you know what? you know my saying that I tell people, in order to grow, you must know. With times changing, you've got to change. It's like, say, you know, the more you change, the more things around you change.
Right.
And I keep saying it's the little things, the little things, the little things. People don't realize. See, success isn't one big leap. It's a little growth every day. What are you doing?
Don't forget, they have to accept the reality. There's going to be failure. See, that's what most people figure when they go in. Everybody's going to step aside and everything's going to be peaches and cream. But failure, you have more failure than your success.
That's where your lessons are. See, people don't realize, see, it's your failures that give you your lessons to build you to that great big success. See, when you're having those failures when you're a smaller company, and when you get to that larger company, you've already made the little mistakes that's going to grow you and build you into that big company. And that's what it takes. See, failure, people don't realize failure is not who you are. Failure is just an event. That's all it is. Because you cannot get to that avenue of success until you cross that bridge of failure.
And so be able to track that too.
Yes.
Once you have achieved a, dare I say it, a failure, and then you'll be able to learn from that. And people that can learn from their failures, that can learn from their mistakes, are the ones who can grow. People who have a fear of failure have to ask themselves this question: either you're moving forward or you're not. That's it. So in those failures, you can see where the accomplishments are and what you need to tweak, because 9 out of 10 businesses fail. So the idea is be ready.
It's some ratio, huh?
It's a ratio,
That's a
right?
ratio, because,
So
you
be
know,
ready to build 10 businesses.
It's those, you know, look, I can tell you, Ed, you know, you got to learn to say help me. And you got to realize that you need the help.
Yeah, yes.
Don't be afraid to know that you don't know. Don't be afraid not to know. That's a sign of growing, understanding, and success, is to know you don't know and what you need to do in order to learn what you need to do to grow where you want to go. See, don't let failure or struggles stop you. You know, I did a session last night on successful thinking. See, you got to realize successful thinking isn't always thinking successfully. It's just thinking growth. And what do I need to do to grow?
Yeah, and the same thing, you use the same knowledge there. It's successful failure.
Right.
See, people, they don't.
Successful failure?
Yeah, successful failure. Because, like you said, though, because in failure is a learning process.
That it is.
And what happens is that makes you stronger and for the next step that you're going to take, see? Whereas that's what you call successive failure, because it taught you something. You see, that's the main thing.
I
There
like
it
that.
is.
I like
Yes,
that point. I like
yes.
the way you say that.
And,
Right.
you know, people got to realize, and I say, what this workshop that him and I are have put together.
Open to the public,
It's
Saturday,
open-
May 17th.
Yes, it's open. It is, and you've got to realize, you know, and I tell you, if you can't give me 7 hours of your life, for me to give you $1 million worth of information, that's like saying, oh, I got a headache and I keep bumping my head on this door. Why am I having this headache? I just keep bumping my head on this door. Well, stop bumping your head on that door. That's what's giving you the headache. What's keeping you from building that $1 million, billion-dollar company is the little things that you don't know. And that's where we come in. And that's where my other speakers that I'm bringing come in. My other educators come in. The experts in that field come in. See, I'm not going to teach the whole 7 hours. Kevin's not going to teach. We have other speakers coming in that are expert in that field.
Well, I think that's an important point to make, because, like you said earlier, you don't know it. No one knows everything. I don't care whether they PhD or whatever, how many degrees. No one knows everything and have experienced everything. See, but the idea is that we have to think in terms of corporation. You start off maybe with a mom and pop idea about something, but you have to, like you were saying earlier, you have to build a business plan. Where do I want to be 5 years from now or 3 years from now?
Right.
And those are things that usually people have difficulty doing. And most of the time, what keeps them from doing it is finance. Tell us a little bit about the finance, how an individual, we went over this before, the financial part of going into business keep a lot of people out because they don't have that startup money.
And I'm coaching a company now that's quite a nice sized company. And the first thing I had to tell him to do, look at your books. Where are you spending your money? Where are you making money? See, it doesn't take a whole lot of money to build a business. It takes a whole lot of money to build a business if you don't know what you're doing financially.
Yes.
Because you can't afford to waste $10 here and make $1 there. You've got to understand the book system of it, the profit system of it. And there are programs out there. That's why I have Kevin. See, he knows about all that social media and IT that you can go online that'll teach you that.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Right, well, capitalization.
Exposure.
Yeah.
Right.
And there are creative ways to gain capital in a business. But you bring up a good point, and that is making sure that you have assets. You're buying assets and minimizing your liabilities.
Right.
And so a lot of times people, might get, say you might get a small business loan from the SBA, and next thing you know, they want to go out and buy a lavish car, or the finest office, the best equipment, when in reality, getting it secondhand might be the way to start.
Yes.
And as you begin to gain that capital, there are other creative ways to do it. Everything from selling items on eBay to actually going out, doing like we do, public speaking for the Kiwanis Club, or for the Lions Club, or the Rotary, or the schools.
Or the colleges, universities,
Right.
corporations.
And bring in capital, capitalize your idea.
At any time you have corporations seeking us out to come and show them what they need to do. And these are big corporations seeking us out to come show them where they're making their mistakes so they can grow larger. Why a small company don't realize they need it too?
Sure. But how do you get over to individual, that you have to actually do some research and find out about your business? A lot of them feel that, well, I have this idea, I'm going to do it. They don't know that the market is loaded with it. And their area, the only place that what they have is maybe out west or a foreign country.
Well, that's a great question, and of course, there's a book called The McDonaldization of America.
Okay.
And Ray Kroc started an engine when they created the McDonald's Corporation.
Yeah.
Of course, it's based on buying a lot of real estate.
Right.
But they also do their market research to find out where people are more likely to drive by and be hungry. Well, once McDonald's does all the research, Burger King will set up next to them.
Yes.
Because the McDonald's has a proven success model.
Right.
So I say to anyone that's an aspiring business owner now, find mentors, find people who have done what you want to do, and follow their pattern.
Their model.
Don't copy, don't duplicate, but follow the successful people who are doing what you want to do.
Here's what most people don't do, Ed, that they should do. Their research.
Yes.
They just have an idea, and the great thing about it, now there's two sides of this. The most powerful thing out there that exists is an idea whose time has come. If it's time for your idea, you'll look at Zuckerberg. His idea,
Right.
the time for it had come, Facebook.
Yes.
But you got people out there, and it's true when they say location, 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 because you want to open up a business. And you say, okay, there's an empty spot right there, and you open it. You got to do your demographics for that business in that area. You've got to see, is that fast traffic, slow traffic? Is it any traffic? What's the main source to bring people to my business?
Well, I think that.
Well, they think in terms of, a lot of business think in terms of anchors.
Right. You have to.
Are looking for anchors that actually bring people to the location that maybe they didn't actually wanted to go to the store, but the fact that they had to go to this anchor, they pass your store.
But it's not always a store, because you got a lot of home-based businesses, and they don't know how to run a home-based business. Well, I can do it from home. Yeah, but how are you reaching your clients?
Right.
That's
How
why
are you
we
reaching
got
your
the
people?
Business Workshop to Success.
That's right.
Saturday, May 17th, because
right?
it's especially for the home business entrepreneur, because
Or the small business
and
just
the small
entrepreneurs,
business,
yes.
because what that does is we show you how to reach out into the internet world, because you might know people
Right.
you might know people who will forget their keys to their car, forget the key to the house, forget to bring their briefcase to work, and will not forget their cell phone. You know, people that'll be in the middle of rush hour traffic that'll turn around and go get their cell phone. Well, the cell phone today is a new technology.
Yes.
Where people can use a mobile structure, if you will, pardon me. They can use the mobile phone to actually drive traffic to their small business, to their laundromat, if you will, because millennials are always online.
The utilization of that, that's something too
Yeah.
that people really don't have. You
Right.
know,
So
it's
you got
the
to make sure
fact-
your website
Right.
can be seen on the
Right.
mobile phone.
That's
Go
what
ahead.
I mean.
And you know, I mean, I speak so much, Ed, and I've gone for so many companies, so many people, and the little things that I teach makes all the difference in the world, Ed. Just the little, I can't say that enough, and I know I keep saying that, Ed, but now you've got to learn because, you know, every individual is different.
Right.
You got to treat them all the same and on an individual basis. See, some people are like me. See, I'm a high D. So that means that I'm a go-getter. Just get to the point. Don't use a whole 3 paragraphs if you can tell me in 1 sentence. You got some people you got to use 3 paragraphs
They
and
get
you
it
got to
over
do it
to
in 1
'em.
sentence. You got to learn how to read your client. And we're going to teach you how to read your client, whether or not you got to give them a lot of time or a little bit of time. You got to find out which one do I talk to, the Mrs. or do I talk to the Mr. as far as the power person with the money. So you got to figure all that out. But if you don't know how, and you wonder, well, why am I not? Why did he make that sale and I couldn't make it? Maybe he knew which one to talk to. Maybe he had the perfect script for that. See, and that's very important. People don't realize the importance of scripts.
So at the Business Workshop to Success,
Yeah.
we've got an expert, Kim Montgomery, who's going to talk about that very thing.
Yeah.
How to analyze personality, how to strategize your best characteristics so that you can reach your target audience and you can mirror them so that you're not trying to sell a size 9 to a person that wears a size 3 shoe.
You know, until I took that program, and I was treating everybody the same.
Yeah.
Once I took that program, and it told me who I was. Once I took that program, I'm thinking,
Analyze yourself.
They must have went and talked to my mama, because nobody knew that but my mother.
Yeah.
And this company, I took this test, and they sent it back to me. I'm thinking, wow. But what it done for my mindset, to show me who I am, so I'll know how to talk and get people to purchase or buy or use my services. And then we have.
We also have Robert Gatewood, a marketing genius, I like to say. The sheet says marketing and branding expert, but Robert Gatewood is also on WOL,
Yes,
my
radio,
sister
yes.
station, and he talks about the marketing. He has a thing called the marketing pulpit. So a little bit of spirituality in him and a lot of great ideas to not only recognize what your brand is, but to expand that brand and then project your brand into the marketplace. And so we've learned a lot from Robert Gatewood. So you'll enjoy
What about
Saturday, May 17th.
What about the young lady, Kim Montgomery?
Yeah, she's the one that's going to
Talk about the DIS method of discovery, how you can discover who
What
the person
do you mean by DIS? Some of the people.
DISC, it's proprietary, so you got to come to the
Yeah,
workshop.
Yes. I mean, and I'm serious. What it did for me, it totally turned me around in my business
so
around.
what is that? Someone out there is asking the same question.
Well, yeah, but see, that's why you got to. I mean, we can't give you everything, you know, because we don't have that long to cover and do everything like that.
Right.
And she is the expert on it.
She is the expert.
We won't
but
do
I'm
it
telling
justice.
you seriously, once I got my reading of my thing, I mean, it totally changed me around because now I understood why I was like I was, why I did business like I did. And you know, most of your company owners are your big corporation. Your head people are D people in the DIS system. Because we're the go-getters, we're the power people. And then, like I say, we got Kevin Langford who's going to come in and teach you all about the social media. You know, and the IT, and he can tell you more about that.
Well, the social media is very important because you get involved with technology, and the technology changes so much. How do you keep up with it?
Well, like you said, Facebook changes continually, and so does LinkedIn, so does Pinterest. Not only that, there's so many other
competitions.
Things in the infrastructure. We had competition inside of social media. So so keeping up with it is
it's a job.
Almost like a job. Yeah.
There are programs out there that the public don't know exist.
Right.
that will help you build your business. Because, I mean, I've got so many programs put together that I've linked together to run my business. That it run my business if I'm not here. Do you have something that will run your business, to do all of your, make sure that your finances are done? Make sure that your clients are notified and everything. And we're going to give you, a lot of those are free that they don't know exist.
Right.
And
This is true.
And I'm going to get into the part, what I'm going to do, I'm taking success. And I'm going to break it down to 15 plus rules that are definitely necessary for you to do to be successful. I mean, there are more, because my thing is there are 25 plus. There's an infinitive of.
Right.
But I'm going to take the major ones and break it down to where this is necessary, this is necessary, this is necessary. And I'm explaining to you why. See, that's the thing. We're going to give you the why you need these. So you might say, I know I need it, but I don't know why. We're going to give you the why you need them.
Why is it necessary?
Why is it necessary? See, when you walk out of there at 6 o'clock, you're going to know a lot more about your business, what you need to do, and we're going to give you the how to do it. We're going to give you all of these.
Well, what about the technology aspects of it? Do you lead people into the type of equipment that you should have in order to work?
We're going to specifically, and that's a little bit out of the scope, the automation of everything, but there are ways to post on Facebook that'll show up on your Twitter account. Okay. There's a way to send out friend requests on your LinkedIn page that will also be on your Instagram.
But that information will be available.
That's what we're going to be talking about.
And we're going to show you the important. We're going to show you how to make money off of text, off using your text message. How to notify your clients through text. And it's very. If I told you how inexpensive it was, you would not believe it. But we're going to give you that. We're going to give you those links on how to save money and build your business. How you touch your clients. Like right now, see, I got a text going out this evening. I've already set up to go touch all my clients. And what it's costing me is so minor to compare to what I'm going to get the feedback on it.
Right.
And all I do is set it up once and it runs.
See, the road to success is set it and forget it.
That's right.
Yeah, right. I agree. Yeah.
But see, most people say, well, I got to do this, and I got to do that, and I got to do, and I don't have time. Oh my God, you're pulling your hair out. Well, why are you doing things that you don't have to do if you can set it and just forget it? And that's what's not knowing. Now, I keep telling you, in order to grow, you got to know. But it's success. Success, and I can't say this enough, success is showing up. We're telling you we're going to be there. Whether you're there or not, we're going to be there.
The Business Workshop to Success. It's May 17th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Bring your pen, paper.
And where is that located?
At 9701 Apollo Drive, Suite 431 in Upper Marlboro, Maryland, 20774.
Well, what about individuals really don't know what business they have X number of dollars and they need some advice about the type of business that's really
suitable for them.
Right.
That's where I come in, Ed. That's when I'm giving you the rules on success in business. See, I'm giving you the thought process.
Okay.
And then the actions you got to take behind that thought process. Because I say that I teach the thought and the action process to success. Well, see, everything isn't meant for everybody. See, your friend may be able to do this as a business where you'll struggle, where you can do this as a business and they'll struggle. You got to figure out what it is that you want to do, not as a job, a J-O-B, just over broke, but you want to do as a career.
It's about finding your area of expertise and passion. So where your passion lies is where your prosperity can come from. So we want to remind everybody to bring your business cards and be ready to network as well, because there may be someone there with a business idea that you might want to join.
Well, actually, Chamber of Commerce, they should have your program, because
I agree.
What they having problems here in Prince George County and everywhere else is actually zoning and getting business in there that's going to produce revenue for the organization.
And
now, how you do that? For instance, in Prince George County now, they're trying to get businesses to develop around the metro stations. And they have a difficult time because they want certain businesses. How do you control that?
You mean like a historically
Yeah.
underdeveloped business?
Yeah, like 450 and New Carrollton
Right,
and
that is a hub zone.
yeah,
But there are
hub
ways
zone.
to go
That-
get
those
grants and
those
things.
are things that you all can pass on to even elected officials.
Well, Ed, but the thing is to get in front of them for
Yeah.
us to bring us in.
Yeah, right.
It's not that we're experts at what we do,
yeah.
and I put together
Okay.
in the Murry group the
All
experts
right.
to give them the information
Okay.
and to guide them in what they need.
Okay.
All they got to do
Okay.
is contact them.
All right, then. This has been Ed Brown, and I tell you, boy, what we really need, a success is something that you have to plan. You just can't. You just can't guess. And just like what Kevin is saying, this technology is changing every day. I know I need it, you know, and that it's very important that you get professional help, you know, along. And young people, you know, the road to success, really, what you have to do, you have to get out there because the future is business. The future is business. And don't forget to vote. Everybody has to vote because those guys make decisions you may not like and make some decisions you may like. But main thing is to vote and get involved in the business. Business is the future. See you next time.
Can you consent with me? Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read.
So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child.
So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, have a good time.
One book could be the first element, helps to change a life. People unite.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.